Hi, so welcome back to my channel. The purpose of this video really is just to sort of give an honest opinion of my new van that I've sort of just got recently. I was sort of looking online when I knew I was getting this van, just to sort of get a few sort of ideas of what I would be getting. There was a lot of salesperson people on there, sort of giving you all the sales spiel, but not really a lot of info from sort of a general user as such like myself. So thought I'd just give sort of a 5-minute sort of walk round of sort of what I've got really. So this is a Renault Trafic, a business plus, short wheelbase, short or low roof. I think they do a long wheelbase and a higher roof version as well. They do a business plus, what this is, a sport and a sport plus. So I think the sport models have got like nicer sort of material on the seats, sort of more of a sort of a plusher dashboard and alloy wheels. I think that's pretty much it. I think you get a reversing camera with one of the other models, but to be fair, this is the business plus. So luckily it's not the base model. With this you get an additional sort of media system which has got Apple CarPlay on, which is very nice, and aircon, which is the main thing really of what I wanted on this van. So I've come from Ford Transit Custom. It was a 16 plate what I had, done about 50,000 miles. To be fair, it was a really nice van. Downside to that van, didn't have aircon. It was alright in the winter, but in the summer months it's nice to have a bit of luxury with a bit of aircon. So I'm sort of quite happy I've got this van now. So I think the biggest sort of downside to this van from the Transit is this hasn't got folding in mirrors, which the Transit did. The Transit had rain sensitive wipers where this hasn't. Other than that, yeah, it is just pretty much the same. So the features that this van has got is, when I was reading the specs on it, it didn't say it would have auto headlights, but this has got auto headlights, so I don't think it was an option. So perhaps they've changed it from when I was reading it last. So, but anyway, so I've got auto headlights, which is nice. Electrical adjustable mirrors, but not electrical folding. It's obviously got the media system with the Apple CarPlay. We've got air conditioning, which is nice. Got cruise control and speed limiter, which obviously you'll use that quite often. That's nice to have. And then obviously sort of a multifunctional steering wheel with the sort of display in the middle of the speedo and the rev counter. Yeah, pretty much the same thing really. Don't really flick through much of the settings, just leave it on the one that tells me how many miles per gallon I'm getting, or the mileage. Obviously you can adjust the headlights up and down as you would. I think all of these models come with the LED headlights, so this has got the LED headlights. They are actually really good, too good for a van like this. They're just as good as the lights on my Ford Fiesta, my ST. Yeah, really good. So biggest downfall on this van that I've found is how you control a volume for the radio. Obviously you have the radio on all the while whilst I'm driving. There's not a knob as such you can just twist in a traditional place to turn the volume down. There's a volume adjustable sort of switch just behind the steering wheel, so you can turn the volume down there, which is what I always do, because the only other way that you have to turn the volume down is by pushing a button on the display to then bring up a volume control section to turn the volume up and down, which is a right pain. And the touch sensitive part of the system is not the best. It's not like using an iPhone and touching it, and it's nowhere near that responsive, but it does work, and you can turn the volume down with buttons, but the only buttons are down here. God knows why it's just like that, I don't know, but anyway, I think these are like a generic system that are fitted in all the other sort of Renaults, like I don't know, the Clios and whatever else. So yeah, this is it. I've obviously tried to drop in a load of clips as I've been talking, to sort of show you around. Yeah, that's nice. So sort of moving on to the back then. You've obviously I've got a side loading door, 2 rear doors, pretty much bulk standard to any sort of van this size. They're all pretty much a mucher. So in the back I have done a full custom install for all my tools. All my boxes fit in nicely, and my sort of organisers and stuff, sort of some little plastic pots and boxes and that, all tucked away nicely. So I don't want to show too much of that in this video because I want to make a separate video for my install, but I might just put a sneaky clip in just to sort of, as a bit of a teaser, just so you can see what my next video will be about, just for the racking and stuff, which looks really good and works really well for myself. So that's not what else I can say really. I think there's just with the servicing, I think it's 2 years or 20,000 miles, whatever comes first. So I'll probably do the 20,000 miles before I get to the 2 years. So yeah, is what it is. So yeah, if you've got any questions about the van, just drop me a message below maybe, and I'll sort of either send you a picture or try to answer the whatever question is as accurately as I can. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video of me sort of showing you in the back of the van, because that part is the bit that interests me more than this front bit of the van, because that is where I work out of all the while, and it's what I've made in the back is really helpful for me. So hopefully see you on the next one, and yeah, see you on then. Cheers.